What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Again, we're back with another episode of A Marketing Minute with Visuals Digital Marketing, and we make you look good, okay? On print, on web, online, on video, on our digital billboards. Our main focus is to make you look good as a small business, medium-sized business, as an entrepreneur, solopreneur, you name it. That's our number one goal. In this video, we're going to be talking about making a maximum impact on your website. Okay, so critical. Now, everyone has websites nowadays. Okay, it's 2021, right? If you don't have a website, you're losing. Okay, it's critical, right? And the thing about it though is that it's so common nowadays, it's so extremely common that not only do you have to have a website, but it needs to be up to par. Okay? Gone are the days of these, loosely put together websites that really, aren't effective. Okay? So what I want to talk about today is just making sure that your website is on point. Okay? And I have a checklist here, and I'm going to leave a description. I'm going to leave a link in the description so that you can download this checklist. And I call it the Maximum Impact Website Checklist. Okay? And we're just going to go over a few items that you want to make sure your website has, and a perspective as well in terms of how to approach certain things on your website. Okay? So the first thing that we want to make sure that we have is an easy to remember domain name. Okay? Easy to remember. All right? So a lot of times I'm dealing with clients, right? And they'll have these long drawn out domain names, or they'll try to spell things a little differently. Right? I'm even taking a chance with visuals, the way that I spell it, right? We spell visuals VISUALLZ, right? This little piece right here can be tricky for some folks. So you just want to keep that in mind. You want to make sure that your domain name is easy to remember, easy to spell, easy to pronounce, okay? Because you never know who's going to be looking for your webpage, and how savvy they are with using a computer, or how they're gonna find you. Is it a lot of word of mouth, right? If people say visuals, what I get a lot is people drop the LZ, the extra L and Z off the end, and they say visuals just with an S. Okay, so I have to keep that in mind. So I make sure to say visuals with an LZ on the end. Okay, so, but when you're coming up with a domain name, hopefully, your current domain name isn't that hard to remember. But, if you're creating a new website, make sure your domain name is easy to remember. All right, next up, you want to have a clear value proposition. Okay? Your value proposition is like your big promise. What's the main thing that you do? What's the main thing that you want customers to know about you as soon as they land on your site? Okay? As soon as that page loads, you want to jump out at them. Okay? You want to evoke that emotion. Okay? If you go to visuals.com, one of the main messages that we have is grow in your community. All right? Because that's what we do. We want you to know that we help you grow in your community. All right? Next up, common sense navigation. Did you like that catch? Yeah. Common sense navigation. All right. This means we don't want these long drawn out menus. We don't want certain pages named certain things that we really don't have an association with. Right? I'm trying to think of an example, but I can't really right now. But stick to your common names: home, services, products, contact. Okay? Now, if there are these a different approach to websites, or what we call funnels, right? And they've been a buzzword over the past few years. But a funnel takes away the navigation, right? Or it gives you like one choice. You can either hit back and leave off of the page, or close the page out, or you can continue on through the funnel. So there'll be like one button or something like that. All right, so that's a funnel, which is different than your traditional web pages. But on your traditional web pages, you want common sense navigation. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, another critical point that people often overlook: contact info. Super simple. But what people will do is they'll put the contact info on its own separate page. A lot of times people want that quick information, right? If I'm interested in your product, I already know about you, go ahead and show me your contact information. So go ahead on your home page. You want to drop that phone number on there. You want to drop that email address on there. Okay. You want to have the chat. We posted something about the chat bots. Right? You want that chat bot to pop up immediately on the first page. So make sure that you have contact information up there. Another thing that you'll want to include: testimonials. These go a long, long, long way. All right? Your testimonials are like word of mouth in person. You're able to see an actual person. Right? Video testimonials will be even better, right? But you're able to see that an actual person left a testimonial. Okay, so make sure you ask for testimonials from your customers. If they can send you a picture in, that would be great also. If they can send a video testimonial in, that's even better. Okay, so testimonials, you got to have this stuff on there. And all of this is so that you can compete, right? So that you can compete with the big dogs. Okay? That's what visuals is about. We help you look good. Okay? And not only okay amongst your peers, we help you look good amongst the big dogs. All right? That's what we're all about. So check out the big dogs. These are the things that you're going to see. I don't care what industry you're in. Look for it. Go to the big players in your industry, and you're going to see all of these. Okay? Moving right along. Next thing you're going to want is a call to action. And I want you to keep in mind, these are not in any particular order. They're equally important. All right? So you're going to want a call to action. What am I supposed to do when I come to your site? Right? Do you want someone to call you? Do you want them to email you? Do you want them to watch something? Do you want them to sign up for a newsletter? What do you want them to do? Take the guesswork out of it. Tell them exactly what you want them to do. Don't beat around the bush. Call to action. Have something for them to do. Okay? The next thing, let's start back up at the top. The next thing we're going to want is SEO. SEO. Okay, this stands for search engine optimization. Again, all of these things you can reach out to visuals and we will get you right. All right, SEO. Okay, search engine optimization is critical. Google, YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, Yahoo. All of these platforms that I just mentioned are heavy on SEO. SEO is how everyone finds things on the internet. Okay, so you want to make sure that your website is search engine optimized. And this right here alone is its own industry. Huge industry. All right, super big industry. And there are multiple things that go into SEO. All right, you can probably almost get a degree in SEO, right? But like I said, you don't have to. That's what we're here for. We're the experts. Just let us know and we can implement SEO on your site, okay? Your pages need to be SEO optimized. Your images, your everything on your website needs to be SEO optimized. If it's not, you're working backwards, all right? Because in 2021, the top players have SEO. Just take my word for it. All right. But this allows the major search engines to find you. How is anyone going to find your site? Right? The mantra or the, whatever they call it, when they say, if you build it, they will come. Right? People think that's what happens on the internet. Maybe back in the day, in the early days, when the internet was first being born, that could work, but not now. Not now. There are literally billions probably of web pages by now. And how is anyone going to find yours out of all of those web pages? This is how. SEO. When someone types something in, you want your site to pop up. But who are you competing with? Right? If whoever you're competing with has a SEO optimized website, then they're going to show above you, right? And it's a continual process, okay? And so we have subscription plans that you can hop on and we'll take care of it. Moving right along, all right? Content, all right? Content plays into your SEO too, okay? So you want new, you want fresh, you want engaging, you want continuously updating content on your website, okay? And you can pull this off in your blog posts. You can pull this off in press releases, all right? There are a number of ways that you can pull this off, but you gotta have it. You got to have fresh content that's gonna help you ping Google's algorithm, all right? Their SEO algorithms that's gonna make you be seen higher up on their site. Okay? Next, let's see. What do we have next? A pleasant user experience. All right? And this is kind of conceptual, but just understand when someone comes to your website, they need to be able to quickly navigate through your website without having to figure things out. A lot of times you'll see this with like different marketing companies' websites. They'll try to come up with this really, cool and different website, and when you scroll, different things will move around, and when you move the mouse, other things will move around, and the navigation of the website isn't really effective. Why? Because the customer that's coming to your website may not be used to navigating in that fashion, okay? And that's one little small aspect. But make sure that your website has a pleasant user experience, okay? Make things right there in their face. Put things right there in their face. Make things easy to find. Okay? Yeah, it's cool to have these cool features and da-da-da. But when it comes down to it, people want information. That's why they're coming to your site. They either want to watch the video, or they want to read something, or they want to download something, or they want to purchase something, or want to sign up for something. So make sure that their user experience is pleasant. Okay? And again, we can help you with this. If you feel like, or if you're hearing it from your customers that the website is hard to navigate, reach out to us. We'll take care of it. All right? Another thing you're going to want, an opt-in form. Okay? Capture that email, right? A even better thing right now, see, email used to be good. Okay, email was good, maybe 5 years ago, decade ago, it was really good. But here recently, the big thing now isn't email. The big thing now is cell phone numbers. That's the kicker right here. Name me. I want you to go pull up your phone right now. Name me a message in your phone that you haven't read. Even if you may not have clicked on it, but you read it to see the first few lines, right? If you determined that it was a marketing email, right, that you didn't want, but you still read it. But most people are reading cell phone text messages. All right? So if you're not capturing emails on your opt-in forms, you need to be capturing cell numbers. Why? So that we can text. Why? Because texts have enormous open rates. All right? Like email was back in the day. The new thing is text. Okay, so make sure that on your opt-in forms, you're capturing cell phone numbers. All right? Now, last and not least, you want to track usage. All right, usage tracking. Install Google Analytics on your site. Put some type of analytics on your site. A lot of web hosting companies will go ahead and have some type of tool, like AllStats is one. It's called AllStats. Google has Google Analytics, right? That's really easy to use. But you want to make sure that these are installed on your site. All right, why? So that we can track what pages are being visited the most often. Where are people leaving the website, right? What page, how long are they staying on the website? What page are they staying the longest on? Okay, so just have some type of usage tracking on your website. All right, that's it for this episode. I hope this helped. Again, any of these things we can help you with. All right, so reach out to us. You can email me personally at ht@visuals with an LZ on the end.com. All right, until next time, this has been another Marketing Minute with Visuals, and we make you look good. See you next time.